Welcome to Fayette County Public Library Storytime. Our first story today is Dear Panda. This is a really cute story. Really like this one. Florence had just moved. She liked her new room and her new garden, and most of all, Florence liked that her new house was right next to a zoo. Florence loved seeing all the animals, but the one she liked best was the panda. You can see them waving to each other there. But even pandas couldn't make Florence feel better when she got a letter from her new school. Dear Florence, we're looking forward to seeing you on the first day of school. We'd love you to stand up in front of this whole class and tell us about yourself. You can tell us about your favorite food, your favorite game, and any special friends you have. Yours sincerely, Miss Brooks, from school. Florence didn't want to stand up in front of all those new people, and what's more, she felt sad that her friends were a long way away back at her old school. What if I don't make any new friends? She thought. But then Florence had a brilliant idea. She ran to get some paper and a pencil, and she started to write a letter. And there she is writing a letter. Can you tell she really does like pandas? Dear Panda, I have just moved into the house next door to you. I wave at you from my bedroom window. I am not from around here like you. I don't have a friend here yet. Would you like to be my friend? Lots of love, Florence Perkins. P.S. You can call me Flo. Panda was flabbergasted to receive his first ever letter. He pondered and then he wrote his reply. He's thinking really hard there. Flo jumped up and down with joy when she received the letter addressed to her in the mail. She tore it open. Dear Flo, I would love to be your friend. Yours sincerely, Panda. P.S. Here is a pencil made out of my favorite food, bamboo. So Flo and Panda began writing back and forth to each other. To Panda, thank you for the bamboo pencil. I love it. My favorite food is toast with jam. Panda, would you like to come over to my house to play? Mom says it's okay. Bye. Love, Flo. Panda read his second letter. He grinned and then he wrote his reply. Dear Flo, yes, please. Love, Panda. I guess they say the important things in those short letters. So the next day, Panda arrived at Flo's front door. Hello, Panda, said Flo. I want to know all about you. Let's go outside and play together. Can you climb like this, Panda? Said Flo. I'm okay at climbing, called down Panda. And can you swim like this, Panda? Can you? Asked Flo. A little, called Panda. What about hiding? Can you hide as well as this? Said Flo. Panda? Panda, where are you? Panda, called Flo. What about hula hooping? Asked Flo. You are funny, she laughed, looking over at Panda, who was a little bit stuck. His hula just wasn't quite big enough. I am so glad that we are friends, Panda, said Flo. Yep, grinned Panda. But I'm worried about making friends at my new school. What if none of them are as nice as you, and they don't like climbing or swimming or hiding like us, Flo said. Thought Panda, and he whispered an idea of how he might help. Do you have any ideas how Panda might help? On Monday morning, it was time for Flo to go to school. The classroom was full of chattering children, and even though her new teacher looked very kind, Flo felt very nervous and alone. Flo stood in front of the class, and Miss Brooks said, "We have a new pupil joining us this year. Meet Florence, class." "Hello, Florence," the class chorused. "Florence, can you tell us a little about yourself?" said Miss Brooks. "My name is Florence," Flo said quietly, "and my favorite food is toast and jam. I like swimming, climbing, hiding, and playing with my hula hoop, and my best friend is a panda." The class went quiet. They all stared at Flo. Then they erupted into raucous laughter. "It's true," Flo nodded. "I've brought him to school to meet you all." She pointed to the playground. And look who's in the playground. And sure enough, there was Panda waving at them all. The class squealed with delight. Miss Brooks let them all run outside to meet him. Everyone thought Panda was wonderful, but soon Miss Brooks told them they had to go inside to start their lesson. As they trailed back in, one girl stayed close to Panda. "Hello," smiled Panda. "Hi, I'm Bee," she gasped. "Pandas are my favorite." "Mine too," said Flo, smiling nervously at Bee. Panda grinned at Flo, and Bee excitedly began to talk about pandas with each other. "Perhaps we can all play together at recess," said Flo. "Yes, please," beamed Bee. "And you can come and sit next to me in class if you like." Sounds like Panda had a good idea. "Oh, yes, please," said Flo. "But what about you, Panda?" "Time to go home," smiled Panda. "Oh, no," Flo sniffed. "I don't want you to go." "Neither do I," said Bee. "Perhaps you two can come and visit me soon," Panda suggested. "Yes, yes, of course we will," they nodded together. Panda walked home, happy that they had been able to help his friend Flo find a friend. Flo and Bee soon found out that they liked a lot of the same things: swimming, playing hide and seek, and hula hooping. But most of all, they especially liked, can you guess what? Pandas! They especially liked pandas. Okay, I thought that was such a good story. You know, sometimes we're scared when we have to move and go to a new place, but we can always find another friend. All right, Miss Lisa.
All right, today I have a book called Never Follow a Dinosaur. All right, so let's see what these children are up to. One afternoon, Joe and his sister Sally spotted a strange set of footprints. Take a look down here, boys and girls. What kind of footprints are those? Who do you think made those? Asked Sally. Joe took a closer look. Given the size and shape, I think they must certainly have been made by a dinosaur. Take a look at her little thought bubble here. She's thinking this is the dinosaur that made those prints. Then they followed the footprints to Willoughby's bowl. It was empty. It must have been a very hungry dinosaur, said Sally. He has eaten all of Willoughby's food. Oh, look at Willoughby. Look at the bowl. It's all empty. Looks like they're shocked that his food is empty. Where are these footprints going next? They followed the footprints into the yard. Look how deep they are, said Joe. It must be a very hungry, heavy dinosaur to have made such deep footprints. Do you notice the way the dinosaur changed? Her first thought was, this little guy. Now, since the footprints are heavy, look how big he is. They followed the footprints right through Dad's fish pond. It seems to like water, said Sally. So it's a hungry, heavy, swimming dinosaur. Take a look, he's got his little floaty on. Up around his arms, too. A little further on, the footprints became all squiggly. Look at that, and overlapping. What happened here? asked Joe. Probably some sort of dance, said Sally. So I would say it's a hungry, heavy, swimming dinosaur. And dancing, too. Look at him go. See his feet? That's what would have made those footprints, huh, when he danced. What are all these leaves doing on the ground? asked Sally. Well, the dinosaur must have bumped its head on the branch, said Joe. So it's a hungry, can you say this with me, boys and girls? Heavy, swimming, dancing dinosaur with a headache. Take a look at the picture. He's got his little head bandage, got little stars. Poor dinosaur. And look, said Sally, now there are only left footprints. Oh, what happened to the other set? Well, he must have kicked his left foot on the rock and hopped around in pain, said Joe. So he's a hungry, heavy, swimming, dancing dinosaur with a headache and a sore foot. Look at that foot. Poor dinosaur. And then they went a little further along and the footprints stopped altogether. Uh-oh, where'd he go? Sally and Joe looked around for the hungry, heavy, swimming, dancing dinosaur with a headache and a sore foot, but he was nowhere to be seen. See the little poof? Maybe he's gone. What happened to him? They trudged home, thinking of all sorts of explanations, but they didn't think he had been hit by a meteorite or magicked away by a magician or taken by aliens. This was a real mystery. You should never follow a dinosaur, said Mom when they got home, especially not a hungry one. That probably wasn't a dinosaur at all, said Dad, because they're extinct. But Sally and Joe were convinced it was a dinosaur, and they were going to prove it. I know, said Sally. Let's build a trap. Try to catch him. Let's see what happens now. So they spent all afternoon drawing and planning and building the perfect dinosaur trap. Okay, so look, he's got this way for cat food. They have a music for dancing and a bath for swimming in. Okay, and a bat to help it keep from hitting its head. Okay, and then there's a deep pile here of cat food and a rock to trip it right there into the deep pit. There's the cat food. When they were all done, they set the cat food in place and left everything out overnight. So what do we think, kids? Are they going to catch the dinosaur? The next morning, Sally and Joe ran out into the yard to check the trap. The bait was gone, and there were footprints leading right to the edge of the pit. But when they looked into the hole, there was no dinosaur. How did it escape, wondered Joe. It's not as though it can fly. Oh, but what if it can, shouted Sally. What if it's a hungry, heavy, swimming, dancing dinosaur with a headache and a sore foot and wings? Sally and Joe looked up into the sky, and there, flying above them, was the dinosaur. And it looked very hungry indeed. Uh-oh, said Joe. Run, yelled Sally. But in no time, the dinosaur had scooped them up off the ground. Uh-oh. So you see, the reason you should never follow a dinosaur is that some dinosaurs are just plain hungry. Uh-oh, look at the cat. See what he's thinking? The dinosaur just burped. Where'd the kids go? Did he eat the kids? However, luckily for Sally and Joe, once this hungry, heavy, flying dinosaur had soothed its headache, put a bandage on its sore foot, finished its dance, and had a refreshing swim, all it needed was, can we guess what's on the last page? All it needed was some help baking cakes. Look, he can't reach the shelf. His arms are too short. Oh, he needs help with the eggs. They're not making it in the bowl. And so Sally and Joe helped the dinosaur make and eat lots of delicious goodies. Yum, yum. Look at all that. Cakes and cupcakes. It's making me hungry. All right, so never follow a dinosaur. That's the title of this book. All right, so boys and girls, what they did in this story was follow all the dinosaur prints. And today I have some footprints for you. I want to see how smart you are. These are all different types of animals. Take a look at these. These are actual footprints from different animals that we have here. Most of them live in Indiana, not all of them. Look at that weird footprint. Oh my goodness, look at this one. Here's one that you should recognize. Here's one that's similar, but it's got some claws. And here's another one that's similar with lots of claws. Oh, look at that one. Do we know what that is? What about those? Here's one you might recognize. Got a couple others. All right, so maybe if you're out in the woods, you might see some of these footprints. Now, let's see if you can match the animal to the footprint. All right, so here we go. Here's our first animal. We have a deer. Now, if you look closely at its feet, can you tell which track would go with the deer? Looking at them. Can we match them? If you said this one, you were right. That's the one that matches with the deer. They make that kind of footprint. And I see a lot of those out in my field. All right, here's another one I see around Indiana a lot. Guys see that raccoon? You notice his little feet right there? Which one would match? If you're looking, trying to match his feet, it would be that one right there. That one is the raccoon foot. Sort of like a little bit of a paw print, isn't it? Like our hands. Oh, this is an easy one, boys and girls. What about the duck? Where is the duck print? Where would it be? Did I skip it already? Oh, actually, I had laid it right in the right spot. There's our duck print. So if you've got any ducks around a pond, you might see that kind of a footprint. All right, this one's an easy one. All right, what about this little chameleon guy? Well, we're not going to find these in Indiana. Which little footprint is his? If you said this one, I laid it right there actually. Look at that. See how that matches? Okay, so that is our little chameleon. Now, here's a big cat. Here's a big tiger. Which footprint would be the tiger's? You gotta find a big one that's gonna look like a paw, and it's actually this one. Okay, now what about the ones next to it, which are similar? Do you guys know which animals those are? If you look at this one, I recognize this one all the time because that's my puppy dog. Okay? Your puppy dog is going to have sort of a paw print just like the big cat. And what about this one? Look at all of those claws. Do we know which animal has all those claws? If you said a bear, you were right. All right, so that bear actually has more pads than the big cats do. Now we've got a couple paw prints up here that are left. Do you have any idea what's left? What about a kangaroo? You guys know which one the kangaroo is? Look at how long and skinny it is. I believe it's this one. I might cheat. Yep, I had to cheat. There's the kangaroo print. Pretty cool, huh? All righty. Then we have a couple left. We have a turkey. Look at that turkey paw print. What about the gorilla's footprint? You see his foot right there? Which one matches? It's going to be that one right there. Oh. What about our bunny rabbit? Where is our bunny rabbit print? Which one haven't we used yet? Go down here. You'll see how long his foot is. That one matches. Now, I think we've got 1 or 2 left. Oh, yeah. Do we have the horse? We didn't do the horse yet. This is our horse over here. Okay, he's got this big rounded shape for his paw print. And our last one, I think, is our elephant. It's got one of the biggest prints of all, which is right down here. Look at how big that is. All right, so boys and girls, if you guys ever go out in the woods, take a look for little prints. You might especially be able to see the little raccoon prints. You might be able to see the deer prints. Okay, they're sort of fun to be able to watch animals. Right now, there's a lot of rabbits hopping around in the snow, and I've seen a lot of those in our yard. So, what do you think, Miss Kim? Pretty cool, huh?
Oh, yes. I was thinking that you had a squirrel for one of these. I thought that might have been a squirrel.
No, that one's not the squirrel. Yep. All right. Do you have another book for us today?
I do. This one, you would find a similar footprint to the turkey, probably, on a hen. But anyway, the title of this story is Mama Hen's Big Day. This is Mama Hen. Today is an important day for her. Now, if you think about a hen, I wonder what could be important for a hen. Just try to imagine in your mind, what is Mama Hen's important day? Think about that. Today she's going to lay an egg. If you guessed that she was going to lay an egg, you are right. But first she has to find the right place. The loveliest, safest, most peaceful place of all. Only the best will do for Mama Hen's egg. Now think about that one. Where do you think would be the safest place for Mama Hen to lay that egg? I was kind of thinking, why don't you just lay it in the hen house? Well, you have to listen to the story and see what she does. I'm sure the field will not be a good place. Don't believe that's a good place at all. Mama Hen hurries on her way, looking for a good place. Do you see some other little creatures on this page? You see the mouse? He's hiding down here. He wants to know what Mama Hen's going to do. And we have a bird up here on this branch, watching Mama Hen. They must sense that something important's up. The cave looks cozy, but somebody else thinks so too. Do you think that would be a safe place for a hen to lay an egg? What do you think this is in here? To me, looks like a snake. And if you know anything about snakes, they like eggs. Well, I don't think Mama Hen likes that spot. The meadow looks peaceful, but who is that over there? Uh-oh, it's the neighbor's cat, lying in wait. Quick, head for the hills. Okay, we decided that's not a good place. The leaves look lovely, but watch your step. What do you see here? You know what this animal is, boys and girls? A porcupine has already curled up and made himself at home. Keep going, Mama Hen. Looking for a safe place. The tall grass seems safe, but who is that hiding in there? Oh, it's a little red fox. I've read stories before about a fox in the hen house. It's because they like those eggs. Mama Hen is getting worried. Where, oh, where is the best place for a hen to lay her egg? And you can see the picture showing her moving her head all around, looking back and forth, trying to find the best place for her egg. Round and higher, Mama Hen goes. Where is the best place for her egg? Where? At last, Mama Hen reaches the tippy top of the tallest mountain. What do you think? And lays her egg on the tippy top of that tall mountain. And the only other critter I see on that page is this little ladybug right there. I don't think she's going to hurt that egg at all. And that's what Mama Hen did. She laid her egg on top of that tall mountain. For on this important day, Mama Hen has made a discovery. The best place of all to lay her egg is wherever Mama is. I think that's good. Good idea. And see how the egg has cracked open and she has a little baby chick now. Yeah, that was a safe place, I suppose, wherever Mama is. Okay, and that is the end of the story, Mama Hen's Big Day. Well, we had several stories about animals today and talked about some footprints, and we had a good time exploring a little bit of that. We hope you enjoyed the stories today. We hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.
Bye.